Hello, 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 beautiful ladies. This is Erica Vargas. I'm a shamanic Reiki master teacher, psychic medium, and the founder of Fearless Woman Rise. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. How are you doing today? I love to hear comments. Where are you chiming in from? Please comment that below. And if you are catching a replay, hashtag replay. So, I know it's been a while since I've done a live, and I still got to do the book reading with you guys. This month has been crazy, like crazy. Just a lot happening, and a lot of things being delayed for me, which kind of makes sense with this Mercury retrograde, because they technically say don't sign contracts, don't do this, whatever. I was delayed a lot this month. And so I had to really focus in on myself, my mental health, my emotional health, all the good stuff, digging all in there. But anyways, I had to do a lot of healing work. And when I'm doing healing, I've said this to you all in this community before, I do not like to dump my junk, okay? I like to deal with my stuff emotionally on the back end. If people like to dump their stuff, that's cool, that's on them. But for me, I rather talk about my experience after going through something. I don't know why. I'm just getting emotional, like while I'm talking right now. I'm just feeling like a lot of healing energy coming in. As y'all can see here, this is part of some of my work that I've been doing on myself. I have my crystal grid here, and it's intense. I just made this right before the full moon. And I've been doing a lot of healing work. So I just kind of want to give in a little gist on how stuff happened, why this forgiveness meditation kind of came into being. So I talked about a lot of things being delayed. I was supposed to take a Healing with the Angels course about 2 weeks ago. I think it's 2 weeks now. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. And it was delayed. And I thought, okay, maybe it'll be delayed for a week. Like I heard Spirit telling me to delay it. So I'm like, okay. But my thought was it was going to be delayed for a week. And it turns out, no, it's going to be delayed a little bit longer. So then I had some issues with disappointment, emotional feelings with disappointment in that sense, because this was something that I've been waiting for, like integrated energy therapy and like healing with the angels and all that stuff. I've been wanting to do this for like 3 years now. And every single time Spirit like delayed me. So I kind of had to work through those emotions. My friend had a beautiful summer solstice gathering, and Spirit told me no, which that kind of made me upset in a sense. Like they were just really pushing my buttons this month. It made me upset because I really wanted to see my friends at How, and I haven't seen them in ages, and just seeing them in person. And I really got this ominous feeling like you cannot go. And I was like, something's bad is going to happen. I'm going to listen to Spirit. I'm going to back off. But although I was sad, I had to sit with my feelings. And then my Spiritism class got delayed. So I really took a step back and said, this ain't coincidental. Something's going on here. All my classes are being delayed. What do I need to work on? So that was my primary focus, is what do I need to work on? Because shit just don't happen like that. That's not coincidental. And as I'm working with my friends, they told me it has to do with alcoholism, or like family or alcoholism. And to make this kind of a game with Spirit so they can guide you on what it is that you need to work on. Of course, alcoholism has to do with the liver. And I'm doing all this research, and I have my Angels book that I purchased from How several years ago, The Healing Angels of the Energy Field. And the liver was talking about forgiveness. And I'm like, who do I gotta forgive? Like, I've done a lot of work, guys. Like, come on. So in that sense, I was kind of leaving it alone and didn't want to deal with it. They told me this last week. And I didn't want to deal with it, but I started like focusing on other areas, like, creating a crystal grid, realizing it had to do something with powerlessness. And I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? And then I don't know if you guys checked out my friend Oracle show, Divine Encounters, the one I post on here every week. I was a guest on her show on Wednesday, and she pulled a card for me at the end of the show for my blessing, and it was the bear card, and it was like, stand your ground. And she told me flat out, like, this person, she's like, Erica, I'm not going to do this to you live because, we all here live on this show, but you know who I'm talking about. Stand your ground because this person's going to cross the line. And so she told me that on Wednesday. Kind of knew this stuff was like brewing, and I kept trying to avoid it. And then it happened. It happened yesterday. And it's my daughter's father. It's a very difficult and tough situation with him. And yesterday he pushed my buttons through my daughter. And that I didn't like. That's where the mama bear had to come out. Him and I, we do not have a great relationship, especially per our history. Like after we separated, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. After we separated, 2 weeks later, I found out he cheated with the same woman he had cheated on me before. And on Christmas Day, a couple months after that situation happened, this is right after our 7-year anniversary, I found out that the woman was 4 months pregnant. So the last couple of years, he kind of tried to twist it. It was my fault that his situation is what it is. I have no idea why, but that's how narcissists work. Whatever. So through my healing journey in the last couple of years, I just let it go. Like, do you, bro? I'm going to do me. I'm going to work on myself. I need to work through this healing. I need to work through all of this. And his energy is very, very dark. And so I constantly have to call on the angels, my guides, to protect my daughter. We've been going through this since my daughter was 3, and she's now 7. Ariella, that she hops on here. And I'm always protecting her. I'm always being that mama bear because I can see and feel his energy. And it's very 2 different polarities. I've forgiven him. Whatever happened, happened. But you know what? I don't have to deal with that part of my life anymore. It's gone. It's done. I've worked through that. Just leave me be and live your own life. Like, that's my mentality. I've worked so much on myself. I have a wonderful husband, beautiful kid. I kind of just moved on. Like, after everything fell apart for me, I had to work on myself and rebuild my entire life. And I'm finally in a place of peace. And it's just this person who just wants to destroy that peace. And so he did it through my daughter. A couple months ago, I got her phone. Last year when we had our little custody fight again, I had the courts tell him, like, he cannot even come near my house. He cannot come next to me. He can't come next to my house. Me and him are not even supposed to be around each other. And so that's what I did to protect myself. But now he's trying to get through my daughter. And that's where we have an issue. Because I'm a mama bear, My young, I'm going to protect my young. Don't even go there. And what he did yesterday really ticked me off. And so I was super duper angry. And my friend calls me and she's like, something tell me you're going through something. And I was like, yes, I am. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to call nobody. I just want to listen to music, clean up the house. When I'm angry, I just do stuff to not take my anger out. And I tried to use my anger in more productive ways. And so I'm mad because I knew this was coming. Wednesday, they told me I had to work on forgiveness. They told me this was going to happen. And I knew it. So there's that part of me that's kind of like battling with myself, like, girl, now you know this was coming. And like I said, my grid here is about powerlessness and reclaiming my power. So then I already had these things all set up. And so last night I texted him and I was like, listen, I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm not trying to argue with you, but you crossed the line and we're not going to go there. And I made sure I made my point. I blocked him from my phone. Anything he has to do with my daughter, he can have a conversation with her on the phone. But him and I was like, we just can't do this. But I knew I had to work on forgiveness when I finally got my book. I don't know if y'all saw the picture. But right after I sent him that text message, I opened my front door, and that package that I've been waiting for the IET class comes yesterday. And I was like, oh, is this what spirit y'all trying to do to me? Like, I was supposed to stand my ground, reclaim my power, and then this book shows up. Gets even funnier. Today I didn't realize there was a blessings card in there. And literally I take it out and I'm like, this is my card, y'all. So for 2 weeks, they've been telling me that I had to work on forgiveness. So before I came on here today, that's what I did. I was working on myself. And I kind of want to bring that to the group through this meditation. Now, it's not going to be the same one I did earlier. It's going to be completely channeled by spirit. I'm going to give them that opportunity. But I do want to tap into the energy of Angel Daniel to bless us with forgiveness. And I think it's very important in our journey to work on forgiveness, because when we hold on to anger, where it becomes like a grudge and resentment and things like that, it's like drinking poison. Oh, getting clearing, sorry. It's like drinking poison. And instead of the other person being affected, we're hurting ourselves. So I really want to make that very, very clear on why forgiveness is so important. It is not for the other person. It is not. You can forgive, you don't have to forget. The forgiveness, the action in forgiving someone else is more so for you. So you don't have to hold on to the thought of that other person. I don't want to carry the thought of my ex. Like, ew, no. That energy is just nasty, So I don't even want to go there. So in terms of just forgiving, it's more so to bring peace for yourself. So before we get started, I feel like everybody just coming in. I feel like the angels are definitely coming in right now. I always like to invite assistance. Here we go. They're coming. When we desire to access more wisdom from our guides to share with us, we have to remember to ask them for help and invoke their presence, because they're not going to interfere unless you ask. And you have to be invited or given permission to help. So there's a prayer that I like to do from Master Dujois Cool and Alice Bailey, known as the Great Invocation. So you can bring your hands to your heart space, and we'll do the Great Invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men, let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, may Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let the purpose guide the lower wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth, and so it is. We call forth our guardians and angels of light, especially Angel Daniel today, to help us through forgiveness. We give thanks for the awareness, discernment, and right use of wisdom that you share with us. We give thanks for your help, as together we will lighten the path of our soul's progression, and so it is. Take a few deep breaths here. So for my readings and learning, I learned that Angel Daniel, he is the angel to help us with forgiveness. And Also, it is in our cellular memory. That's where it's the 7 IET cellular memory areas. So it has to deal with the liver, the gallbladder, and the spleen. So for this meditation today, I'm actually going to tap in with Karuna Reiki symbols to help us clear cellular memory in the liver, the gallbladder, and the spleen. So I'm going to tap into my Reiki symbols right now for you all. And just allow the energy to just come in. Hello, hello, hello. Nosa, nosa, nosa. Now we are tapping into the energy again to help us clear cellular memory in our liver, our gallbladder, and our spleen. All I ask for you on this end is to do the Vaya Mudra. And this is the gesture of the wind for activating the air element. And I was spiritually guided for this because not only does it support easeful breathing, it also helps us develop gracefulness and sensitivity. So to activate this mudra, you bend the index fingers on each hand and you take your thumb and gently secure it with the 3 hands open. So, with your 3 fingers open, me 3 hands. With your 3 fingers straight out, and just rest it on your thighs or your knees. Relax and allow the energy to flow in. And this mudra activates the prana vayu, which is the upward movement of energy to cultivate lightness and vitality. Take this time to imagine that you are in a meadow. And in this meadow, you are guided by a spirit animal, the owl. We also ask Angel Daniel if he can honor us with his presence. And this beautiful being appears in front of you, where you create a silver link from the heart to his. And in the ascending heart, you see a beautiful golden beam connecting to his ascending heart. And a beautiful white, bright light from your third eye to Daniel's third eye. Thank you, Angel Daniel, for honoring us with your presence. We ask that you can assist us on our journey to bring forgiveness and clear out judgment from others and ourselves. Allow yourself to bring in mind the person who has hurt you and brought you pain. Angel Daniel is here to assist you to release what no longer serves and to bring back compassion. The spirits want to remind you that hurt people hurt others. When they don't work on themselves and when they do not heal, they take out their pain onto others. Understand that this is part of their programming. We're not here to judge. We're here to release. Understand that holding on to these pains are not serving you. You are not honoring yourself when you hold on to anger, grudge, or resentment. By forgiving, you're being of service to yourself. I want you to say the following. I choose to let go for myself. I choose to free myself from the bondage that is keeping me stuck. I understand that it is not serving me. And I am here to transmute that darkness into light. I am here to reclaim my power. See this cord between you and the other individual snap. Allow yourself to feel anything that comes in. And take this moment to connect with your higher self. And also ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness because there might have been a little smidge of your energy that had attracted this pain. And it doesn't mean that it was purposefully. It was part of the subconscious. And so we ask to bring healing to ourselves. And we forgive ourselves. Tell your higher self, I love you. I love you. And we turn to Angel Daniel. We give thanks for his presence and for assisting us here today. Thank you so much. And see this connection between you and Angel Daniel beautifully come apart. And allow the energy that you received to enter into every cell of your being, transmuting and healing all of the cells and filling it with beautiful liquid golden light. This energy pours down into Mother Earth with divine love to feel grounded, connected. Thank you for all of our guides, angels, and Earth Mother for assisting us here. When you are ready, place your hands to heart center. Take a few deep breaths here. Allow yourself to just feel all the feels. Don't hide, don't shy. Feel it. Feel the pain, feel sadness. Our intention is to release it. When you are ready, you may open your eyes. Whew. I'm all teary-eyed over here, so. Make sure after this you drink a lot of water. And again, as I've mentioned, allow yourself to feel all of the feels and let it go. You know, if you have to go through this meditation again, do so. I know I said it before, but drink lots of water to allow yourself to release any energy that we worked through today. And I hope this was helpful to you guys. I'd love to hear your comments. I'm like teary-eyed, so I'm about to Um, but yeah, take the time to journal your experience, and I'd love to hear how this has helped you. It's helping me at this moment. I know that there's still some stuff that I have to let go of and work through. And so I'm going to take the rest of this time this evening to do so. So thank you for being here with me and sharing this journey and experience with me. And I'll be in touch with you guys soon. Okay. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening tonight. And yeah.